You know, Pluto, I'm confused. I keep hearing this stuff about President Trump, and some people say he's going to make America great again.
Yes.
You know, they're excited, and then others, they talk about him like he's the most awful man in the world. And I don't know what's going on here.
Don't you watch the news?
Well,
Don't you pay attention to stuff like that?
I can't pay any attention to that. They got a different story every day.
Well, let me tell you what I do. I've been looking at Facebook a lot, and I'm trying to get all my news off of the internet. They explain a lot of what President Trump is doing. Now, you know all these promises he made when he was campaigning.
That's right, I understand that.
And of course, one of the first things he said, he was going to build a wall. And you know where that wall is going to be?
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be all the way on the border. Any place that Mexico and the United States of America come together, and he's going to build a wall. It's going to be about 30 feet tall. It's going to keep all the Mexicans out.
Sounds like a plan, but this is one thing I was thinking about when I thought about the wall. You know, I'm on social, but I like to pick up a little work for extra money.
Right.
And I was working on this wall just a little while ago, and I put a ladder up, and I was there on top of the wall, and I just thought if I wanted to, I could have just hopped over or maybe shimmied down a rope.
Well, the whole thing is, I was in Texas, and I looked over across the Rio Grande, and I was looking at it over there, and I didn't see any houses that were 3 stories tall. So they're all low. They're all little houses, and I think that's called adobe.
What's that mean?
Well, adobe is Mexican for no ladder.
Till they learn to make big ladders, we got them.
That's right. Now, eventually, they'll probably learn to make ladders, and it'll go up over that wall, but by that time, President Trump will have thought of something else. He's smart.
Yeah, I thought of another thing. What if they want to see the Grand Canyon? You know, and they get on an airplane, fly over here, and they see all the wall marks from sea to shining sea, and decide they want to stay.
Yeah. Well, that is possible. That could happen, but for the most part, I think they got everything in Mexico that we got here. I mean, they got pyramids, they got real Cancun, they got valleys, they got rivers. They've even got the Serape Desert, so they don't need to come over here and look at the Mojave Desert. I think what's going to happen is this wall is going to keep the undocumented immigrants out of here.
What's that mean?
That means they don't have any identification.
So that's a document, like a driver's license.
Well, no. In this case, usually it's a green card.
Why is it green? Won't that make them look funny right over their picture?
No. You got to have that for identification. You got to have the green card.
Well, what color did the Pilgrims have a green card?
Well,
I know they're real Americans. So
they did come here, but they weren't undocumented. They had documentation. They had cards.
So what color?
Well, they came for Thanksgiving, so I'm guessing the cards were probably orange, like a pumpkin.
Pumpkin cards.
Yeah, they had pumpkin cards. They stepped off the boat. The Indians came up and they said, "Here's our orange cards." I tell you something though. Just as big a problem as the undocumented immigrants is the illegal aliens.
Them too.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of them. Maybe as many as 4 billion. I don't know. I read all kinds of numbers, but I tell you, they all tried to vote, and some probably did vote. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. President Trump's going to get rid of them, going to send them all back where they came from.
That's a good idea, because they can't be true Americans.
No,
they didn't even have flying saucers back in the olden days.
No, there's no telling where they came from, though. I mean, aliens, they came from one of the planets up there, maybe Mars or Venus or Uranus or even Pluto.
Isn't that your name, Pluto?
Yeah, but I'm not named after a planet.
It sounds like a dog.
I'm not named after a dog either. I'm named after a Greek philosopher. When I was born, my mom wanted me to get a good start in life, so she wanted to name me after a Greek philosopher, so that when people heard my name, they would say, "That's a smart boy." But the wonderful woman couldn't spell a lick. They brought the papers in. She signed Pluto instead of Plato, so that's how I got my name.
Yeah, I'm still worried about this. Millions and billions of aliens, you know, and I ain't going to be able to ship big enough to send them back, even if we do figure out where they're from.
Going to be a job.
I think he's got his work cut out for him.
Well, he may have to call in the X-Files people or somebody like that to help. But I tell you one thing he is going to take care of right away. That's get rid of Obamacare.
Oh, I've heard awful things.
Obamacare has got to go.
I've heard awful things about it. You know, they say it's cost about $1 million and you can't choose your own coverage.
Oh, it's terrible.
Get the government out of it.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Sir.
People hate it. I tell you, it's expensive, it's bad insurance, it's named after Obama. Thank goodness I don't need it because I got other insurance. I got insurance under the Affordable Care Act, so get rid of Obamacare. I don't need it. Now, I'll tell you one thing that I have heard about the president. The president is spending too much money. I read that. Have you read that? Because now what he's doing, he's going to Florida on vacation. He's been 3 times, and they say it's already cost $10 million. Wow. Now, I can't figure that out because he goes to some place called Mar-a-lago. And I'm not sure what that is, but I think it's some kind of Lego park.
$10 million.
$10 million.
Put those little Legos together.
I guess, because, I mean, but there's not a whole lot of them that go down there.
Yeah.
You know, his family's not that big. Can't figure out why it's costing that much. But I had an idea, and I thought maybe if you like that idea, then you and I could contact the president. We could write him or call him or do something like that.
Well,
and
he likes to get suggestions from his supporters.
Give him some advice because he likes that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that he would really like it because it'll be saving money.
He likes to save money. He's a deal maker.
He's a deal maker. Doesn't like to spend taxpayer money.
Especially not on himself.
Exactly. What the government can do is find this some property somewhere in a place where the real estate values are down. And I was thinking maybe a Motel 6.
Off in Baltimore somewhere.
Yeah, buy a Motel 6. And it won't cost much money, and you know the president can work out a deal. Get about 20 rooms, and you'd have plenty of rooms for the family and all the Secret Service agents, and even for some foreign dignitaries that come in. And if you can't find a Motel 6 that has a golf course, so I'm thinking of putt-putt. If you can't find a putt-putt golf course close to it, build one in the parking lot.
All right.
So the Motel 6 will have its own golf course so the president can play, take the dignitaries out. And the great part about it is it'll just keep on paying dividends because once the president is no longer president, it'll give him a place to work. He won't even have to take his pension.
That's right.
He'll have a place to work, he'll have a place to make money, and even better still, it'll give those kids a job.
Just leave something for the family.
Exactly, that's what you always try to do.
That's a great idea.
One of the boys run the putt-putt, one run the desk, and that girl can clean rooms.
Well,
I think it's a great idea.
I don't know if he'll go for it.
You don't think so?
No. What I heard, he likes to spend money a whole lot.
Well, you keep talking like that, people won't get the idea that you don't like President Trump.
No. I got nothing against the old boy. Matter of fact, there's one thing about him I really admire.
What's that?
His hair. I wish I could get me some of that.
Ooh-wee.
You can call me Banjo Bill.
Banjo Bill!
You can call me Banjo Bill.
Banjo Bill!
I love the rattle and clang of a banjo head, and I guess I always will. So you can call me Banjo Bill.